586 Woodlawn Beach Road. What's very disturbing, I better hold this close because it sounds like the volume's been turned down on us. Very disturbing that looks like that little thing y'all just pulled was completely rehearsed, like y'all knew exactly what you were going to do. It's like you have more deputies here than you have speakers. This is not the way things work in a democracy. I see all of your faces. I'm really glad to see your faces. Very glad to see your faces. But those of you that we had to drag, kicking and screaming to get the mask off the kids, you should be ashamed of yourself. Obviously, you didn't believe your own propaganda. Okay? That needs to be completely understood. So if you believed it, you should continue on in it. And the only way you would understand what the kids went through is if you're forced to wear it all next year, and then we use the guards here to make sure you don't take it off, then you could be threatened with punishment if you take it off. Because that's what the children were under, and that's what you held over their head. And when people get upset with you, they're upset with the way you're governing. They're not upset with your race. So don't go in them directions. That's not what this is about. We don't care if you were green from Mars. It doesn't matter. It's the oppression that you've been using against our children in this county. And as you finished your last statement before, you went straight to vaccines. Let me talk about them for just a second so you'll know. None of these vaccines that are going around are FDA approved. You need to get that through right now. It would be a crime to even think of putting these experimental things on these children. The FDA approves all kinds of harmful stuff and later have to retract it. These are not FDA approved. The CDC is not the governing authority over the country. These are all you need to get these things through and get them all understood. Miss Barber, you're nice to see your face, but just a few weeks ago, you were going to grant the seniors of this whole place. You said, hey, you can pull it down for long enough to get a picture. That's how far out of control y'all are. Authoritarians. So what's changed for you? What has changed since last time we were here when y'all were fighting tooth and nail to hold a mask over the kid's face, and now suddenly it's all gone. Like wham! Snap of the finger. Everything's back to normal, or back to where you want it to be. These masks were going to be used as a leverage to put an injection in these children. It's happening all over the world. Don't think it was not going to go there, because that's what the agenda is. It's an agenda. And I wish I could vaccinate everybody here with the vaccination for propaganda, because you're getting fed it constantly, everywhere, over the airwaves, constantly. Constant propaganda to push an agenda that's been there from the beginning. And so some of you were fearful of the children because you had to bind up their face because you were afraid they were going to get you sick. And next thing you think, well, if we don't inject them, they're going to get us sick. Just like you said last time, we're not safe until everybody is vaccinated, okay? That's propaganda. These shots are propaganda. And they're getting pushed all over the world. I got 10 seconds, so I'm doing pretty good. And guess what? This used to be 5 minutes. Who made the rule suddenly it's 3 minutes? And how come somebody speaks a little longer when you interrupted her and you holler out of here? That's called being a dictator.